So, in recent days, weeks, I suppose, it's really only been about a week, Elite Dangerous has taken the group of people that I game with by storm. Absolutely everybody that I play with has it and plays it. And as to why, I mean, it looks good. I mean, the game itself just looks good, it plays well. There are a few bugs with missions, but for the most part, that's where it ends, you know. I don't notice many bugs. I don't see anything that goes wrong in the game. But that's not really what this is about. This video is about something much smaller and I guess much bigger in a way. It's a small part of the game, but it's a big part of the game. The system, the galaxy map. So you hear galaxy map and you think, oh, it's a map of a number of systems. And you think it's a few systems, you know, you see me kind of panning around here, you think, oh yeah, that's a lot of systems. But it's a galaxy. When I say a galaxy, and when they say a galaxy, this is me scrolling the mouse, they mean a galaxy. You see this? And then you come in, and you realize just how much there is to this game. You know, and it really, a lot of it is distance. You know, it's variations on a theme. There's stars everywhere. There'll be different planets. There might be different cosmic effects that happen. There'll still be stations. There'll still be pirates. There'll still be ships. So maybe there won't be too much that changes, but it's the scale of it all that is really amazing. You know, because I could be in this one system and I could take a year to travel from point A to point B in this system if I didn't have Super Cruise. And it would probably take me a year to travel from A to B if I had Super Cruise here. But thankfully I've got my jump drive, so I can get from A to B really quick. At the expense of fuel, of course. And this trip, he said it's going to take him a couple hours to make. This is obviously Mr. Make It. He's the only other one on the group at the moment. And he's significantly far away from me. Far enough that it's going to be a number of jumps. Quite a number. But when you zoom out, he's not that far away from me. When you consider it, he is actually rather close. Rather close indeed. It's staggering. Oh boy. A little bit laggy trying to get in here because there's a lot. I think we can even detach ourselves. Yes, here we are. Of course, it's all nicely gridded out. That's handy. You can get in here and, you know, we're looking at places that I've never been. I'll probably never be, actually. You know, I will probably never come to any of these systems, but they're here in the game. And that's amazing. You know, you think of those people who 100% games, this game will probably never be 100%. This game is going to be a game that I think I will play for years, even if I'm the only, you know, again, the whole group I play with plays this game, but even if I'm the last one playing it, I'll probably be playing it for years because there's just so much. And at the moment, you know, they write content for this game on a daily basis. There's news all the time. You know, there's always something happening, and the way the characters interact with the game changes the game. And it's amazing. You know, such an idea that we do quests, we do missions for the different factions, and then based on the results of those, they're going to change the universe. I think it's great. So that's I'm going to bring it back here, bring it back, you know, bring it back down to earth. At the moment, the game is going in a lot of well, it's got a lot of directions to go in. You know, they're talking about walking around, landing on planets, fighting over planets. They're talking about big faction wars, clans. there are places in that galaxy that they've not yet opened up to players because they're holding things back because they want us to, you know, that they have some sort of a plan that we don't know yet. I personally, I think they're going to have some sort of their other race. I cannot remember, nor do I want to try to pronounce their name. But there's another race, not human, that is out there that is intelligent that we have fought with in the past, and I think they're going to bring them back. Whether they will be friendly or enemy is hard to say. I figure they'll probably be, as far as the players go, in this game, you know, the other games aside, there will probably be some sort of first contact thing, and depending on how we, you know, the majority of us handle that, will probably be, you know, friendly or not. But again, it's all speculation on my part. I'm not part of the team. I don't have any, you know, I don't know, but I just get to thinking about it, and it really makes me nerd out. And I mean, you know, if you just look at the game, it's beautiful. Here, watch this. Control Alt Space, free camera mode. Little bit janky whenever you're in a hangar, but it's a very nice looking game. You know, let's turn around and we'll look at the ship here. Just do some nice panning. You know, and just look at the ship. You know, there's all these nice atmospheric effects, and you can get in here and you can really look at the ship. We'll do like a Ford Chevy commercial pass over the ship. You know, you kind of add an odd angle. Oh, and then something else that you might be interested in about these ships in this game is that, do you see that second chair there? That's right, somebody else could be in this thing with me, and you look at the inside and it's modeled. You could walk around in your ship, and I think eventually, is what I've heard, you will be able to. You'll be able to walk around on these stations that I'm floating around in right now. You'll be able to go land on a planet and presumably walk around on a planet. You know, it's going to be one of those things that I think this game has got a lot of room to grow. And right now, I mean, I'm captivated by it, even though to an extent, I feel like it might have it's got only a few things that it does, but it does them well. So you can run missions, you can kill pirates, you can mine, you can trade. You could pirate yourself, I guess. But that's really about it at the moment. However, that won't always be it. There's going to be more. But the things that it does well. So I don't have any reason to complain. And I hope to see that this game really continues on the same path that it's taking right now, because it's very high quality, it's very nice, it's well put together. You can play it alone if you want to, as you know, with none of the other players. You can play it with just a few friends like I do. Occasionally I'll get into open play, but that's another story. And you can play an open play with everybody else. Well, all the other people who want to play an open play anyway. You know, the universe is yours to conquer, but the universe is also changing. So even if you're playing in solo play, for instance, the universe will still slowly change over time to be different given the way the other players interact with it. Which is, you know, interesting to me, because I think that's just an idea that nobody else has. You know, you don't play Fallout New Vegas and, you know, quote, Fallout New Vegas isn't an MMO. I'll give it that, but you don't play games like Fallout New Vegas, and the world changes over time. It, you know, and even games like that, like EVE Online. Much of the world of EVE Online is in nullsec, and that's entirely player governed, and that's kind of close to this, but it's not quite the same. I guess to an extent you can kind of affect the way things play out in the world, because player militias are a big deciding factor in wars. But the story, you know, we ourselves get to pick whatever direction we want to go here and now. But in EVE, it's, you know, the alliances down in nullsec fighting with one another. Okay, of course you're fighting other humans, but here I feel that we have the opportunity to, if we want to promote a faction that's a small faction to a big faction, we can do that. We want to, you know, help a station get built in a system, we can do that. You know, it's you know, the missions and things are going to change over time. I'm a little bit stuffy, so I'm sorry if I'm, like, over occasionally just going, yeah, Squidward. Squidward. Sorry. Had to pinch my nose that time, but I'm kind of... I just ate some spicy food, so forgive me. Forgive me. But, okay, you see, I'm just nerding out. It's a great game. I would recommend it to you. I have definitely gotten my money's worth. So, I've been me. You've been you. It's been Grant. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.